Well, a very good afternoon. Thanks for clicking on to the Sunday, the 22nd of March edition of Vogan'S European Outlook. After the excitement of the eclipse back on Friday, it's back to square one come tomorrow morning, the start of a new working week. And what's the weather pattern going to be like? It looks as if we are going to start to pick up more of a westerly influence once again. The week just gone, high pressure dominated the most part, and it provided a glorious Saturday across many parts of Western Europe. Not everywhere, but certainly the most. So sunny skies, and in that sunshine with light winds, it felt not too bad out there. Of course, clear skies, light winds at night produced frosty conditions. Now, as we push into the first half of the new working week, this is the GFS surface. 24 hours from now, we've got a frontal system pushing really from northwest to southeast. As that front pushes south, we're going to pick up more northwesterly flow, chilly in that wind, and there will be some shower activity as well, blustery showers at that, and maybe packing some sleet and snow to more higher ground elevations. But certainly, as the front pushes southeast, it's going to weaken somewhat because we've got a fairly substantial area of high pressure in control, and so it's going to weaken, really dry out as it pushes south. This is by 48 hours, we're into that colder northwesterly flow, and by the time we get out to the 72-hour period, high pressure is back in control once again, and clear skies at night really will promote some widespread frost and temperatures at or slightly below freezing, really away from the metropolitan areas. But as we push through to the Thursday time period, the next frontal system pushes through. So you get the overall idea. We're going to see a modest westerly influence over the course of this working week. NAO is projected, as you can see here, to go into a more firmly positive state, and that really could lead to what I'm thinking as we push towards the end of week 1 of April. I'm expecting now that we could see some warmer and more settled conditions pushing in. Now the CFS V2 week 1 and 2, you can see here the UK highlighted with the circle here. High pressure and control according to the model, 21st through the 27th of March. Now as we end March and begin the month of April, you've got a very neutral or westerly zonal flow. High pressure to the south, low pressure up towards Iceland and Greenland. And that really means an Atlantic-driven pattern. Now, as we push towards the week 3 and 4, this is where the model is now starting to see that influence of a stronger NAO signal. Now, the reason for that is, folks, we're going to start to see a colder eastern North America pattern once again. So the trough is going to deepen over eastern North America as that ridge rebuilds over Alaska, very indicative of the past winter season overall. And because of the depth of the trough over the eastern US, that is suggesting that further downstream in the upper atmosphere, we start to pick up a stronger high pressure system in response. So you dip the jet over the western Atlantic into the central Atlantic, and then that pumps the ridge, that Azores ridge of high pressure. And this is what I'm thinking as we push towards around about the 7th, 10th of April, we may see the first warm spell of the season so far. So you can see here, especially week 4, the 11th through the 17th of April, you've got a positive over the Atlantic. We'll lose that very westerly flow, and this is something that I'm looking at quite carefully. GFS ensemble, upcoming 7-day period, trough over eastern North America, but we've got a reasonably flat Azores high. But you notice here, as we skip into the following 7-day period, you notice here the ridge, the positive between the Azores and Ireland is strengthening. And it's in response to that deeper trough over eastern North America here, folks. Everything's connected right around the world. The atmosphere responds to one particular influence. When you build the heights over Alaska, that then sets off a chain reaction. And in turn, we could be talking about some reasonably warm, maybe the first 20s of the year so far. Yeah, I think that is quite possible. This is the 9 to 16-day period. That ridge continues to strengthen, but notice its mean position is still to the southwest of Ireland and the UK, but I think we're going to see a flex back and forward between westerly and if you loosen the westerly influence, you're going to then allow that height field to build. Now, let's summarise the overall setup here. What we're talking about is a modest westerly pattern remaining through the rest of March, the beginning of April. But high pressure is expected to build in right around April 10th through 15th, say. But overall, the upcoming 30-day period is probably going to remain reasonably uh, up and down. I do think we're going to see a warm spell, but I do think we're also going to see spells of wet, windier conditions. And overall, I think April should average near normal, both precipitation-wise and temperature-wise. Now, upcoming, I've got the April outlook. So the official April outlook will be coming up this week. I'll release that. And also the all-important summer 2015 forecast. That's coming out around April 1st. So lots more going on here on markvoganweather.com. I appreciate you subscribing. And those who haven't subscribed, give it a try for as little as 69 pence. Have a great one, and I'll be back again tomorrow as always. Bye for now.